So what did you end up doing for your birthday?
I well, I was just about to go to bed the night prior to my birthday, and because everyone who I normally play video games with until like midnight, 1 a.m., whatever, got off, and then my cousin was like, "Oh, I'm about to get off from DoorDash, and you want to just like chill and call for a bit?" And I was like, "Sure." You know, we used to have a tradition when we were younger where one of us to spend the night at the others for their birthday.
Yeah.
And then we'd stay up till we turned the next, age, right? Midnight. And so I did that. And then literally 15 minutes into the call, everyone hopped back on. So I was like, all right, I'll hop on. Because we actually had a 6-stack for Deadlock, which is hard to get a hold of.
Yeah.
Normally it's like max 4 of us. And then you saw like 2 people who you're like, what the heck are they doing with their game? But yeah, so then we ended up playing, and then it was 3 a.m. and then 5 a.m. and then 8 a.m. and till I played till like 4 p.m. So I basically played Deadlock for 18 hours straight.
Wow.
Which I haven't played a singular video game for 18 hours straight. I probably have gotten close to playing video games for 18 hours straight since high school, but it would have been Fortnite before this.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have played, though. We definitely gave Elden Ring a few runs that were pretty long.
We did.
Yeah.
That's cool though, because that didn't happen that often where you have like a game that you actually
like that much. Yeah.
Yeah, to play that long straight. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like doing the all night gaming thing's fun. Once in a while.
From time to time.
Yeah. Not all the time, but
from time to time.
Yes.
I don't know if I could do it anymore.
You couldn't.
Staying up, I would just fall asleep.
Yeah.
No matter how good the game is.
It don't matter.
Yeah. Mid-fight with Ganon, falling asleep. not a good look.
Yeah, that's what it would be. Speaking of the shirt, yeah, Josh, it would be Zelda for sure.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking of but I would have to do it more like early in the morning. Like if I had a reasonable amount of sleep and got up at like 4 in the morning.
Right, you're saying if you were trying to put in like that many hours,
all day,
it'd have to be start as soon as you wake up.
Yeah, I'd have to do it like 4 in the morning, and I could start playing. And if I started playing like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom at 4 in the morning, I could easily go 18 hours then.
Yeah.
Because then it would be fine. Because what would that be? 12 hours would be 4 in the afternoon. So it's another 6. Yeah. So it'd be 10 p.m.
Yeah, you could do it.
It's all day.
But it's just a 18-hour day. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
That's like
you
we
did
do
take,
that.
You did take a break to eat at least once, right? Because you did come upstairs and.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I literally didn't break one. I came upstairs.
That would be more than my
I went to go fill up my water, and I heard Nana upstairs.
That's what it was.
And I was like, oh, I should go say hi. So I did. Then she forgot it was my birthday, and then she realized it was my birthday. Whatever. I ended up going back down. I literally stopped to eat at like 3:30 p.m. or something. Went to go get my food, made a sandwich, got some like cheese and pretzels, and like I got a whole bunch of different food because I was super hungry because I hadn't eaten and whatever since dinner the night before. And went downstairs, ate most of my food, and then fell asleep in my chair and woke up at 2 a.m. and then went up to my room.
Yeah, that would be actually harder for me to just not eat.
Well, I mean,
Josh would be dying from no protein.
Look, hey, you don't understand how quickly the attention span of people my age disappears. If I would have disappeared to eat for 10 minutes, we would have lost a couple people and we wouldn't have a 6-stack anymore.
Yeah, gotta keep that going.
Gotcha.
As long as possible.
The 5-minute queue times is almost enough for people to be like, I'm out of here.
Wow.
That makes sense.
What does this world come to?
TikTok brain.
Yeah.
Brain rot.
I mean, thankfully they can pull TikTok up and just watch that while they're waiting for the bus.
Yeah, I imagine that's what everyone does.
That's what they should be doing, right? Hey, welcome back to Screen Time TV, a podcast where we discuss some of the latest streaming shows. We are currently discussing deeper One Piece Season 2. This episode will be covering episodes. This episode of the podcast will be covering episodes of One Piece 3, 4, and 5 of Season 2. But first, Jared, the difference between you and me, technique, talent, and style.
I knew you were going to do that one.
Dang.
I actually knew he was. I almost picked that one, and I was like, nope, Dad's going to do that one.
Dang,
All right,
roasted.
so my name is Josh, and here's my co-host Jared.
Look, I thought we had a real connection before she pulled the knife out. All right.
And then our guest, Lucas.
Jared,
Yeah.
a warrior's fear is a good thing. It means you care. Gives you purpose.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those,
Very good.
I wanted to do the whole quote, but I didn't know if I wanted to call you stringy and, small.
All right. Josh already roasted me.
yeah. I gotta balance it. Sometimes I roast myself.
True.
It's not all.
Yeah.
It's not all dished out to you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get into One Piece, we got feedback and what we've been watching. So feedback. What we got for feedback?
Yes. We have two things for feedback.
All right.
We have.
And we appreciate all you that.
Mind if I go ahead and jump in and preface?
Yeah.
Sure.
I just want to go ahead and apologize. We are not covering the entirety of the Alabasta arc in the live action. Don't know if anyone threw that in the feedback,
Right.
but it's actually only covering up to Drum Island, which means it's only about a third of the Alabasta arc.
Right.
This is
Initially, you thought it
corrections
was
and
going to
I
be
follow-up.
initially,
Yeah.
like
Corrections
when I,
and follow-ups
I
from last week.
glanced at it and was like, "Oh, this is the whole Alabasta arc," because I just assumed they were covering as many episodes, and then I actually looked at it after these episodes. I was like, "Oh, we're not that far in," and then I really looked at it and I was like, "Oh, yeah, we're not covering the whole Alabasta arc."
Well, when you and I were talking about it, I didn't even know how long it was. Like you were saying that Alabasta arc is.
Yeah, no, it's
a lot.
it's quite a few episodes.
Yeah.
So we appreciate all you that actually do
Yeah.
send stuff in.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you like to, always email at feedback@screentimepod.com or leave a comment and DM on all the platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Seems like all of our
YouTube.
stuff is on TikTok
Yeah,
lately.
I think that's where we get the most.
Most
So
comments,
these-
yeah.
both of these are on TikTok. We have one about last week's film that came out,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, Promising Young Woman.
Yes.
This is from Jonathan Lee Bird, which sounds familiar. Do we know that person? I think I know that person. Anyway,
I don't know.
he says, love that movie. Bo Burnham was so good in it, which I mentioned you weren't familiar with that
Yeah.
guy, but he doesn't really act much, but yeah, he was great in it.
Oh,
And
right,
then-
because he's a more musician or something. You said, right?
yeah, and
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with him, but he was like the lead love interest.
yeah, he was, yeah. I believe he does stand up too.
Or so, okay.
I think.
Or-
No, he's a musician too, yeah. And then we have from Kevin Wallace Eugene. This is about the Oscars. We're talking about
Mhm.
Michael B. Jordan and Sinners. You were talking about the cinematography, which
Yes.
that's what it won for.
Correct.
Yep. And this person says should have won Best Picture too.
Yeah.
Which I disagree. but
I can't argue with that, right? No.
Oh,
do you
you
mean?
can't see what actually won.
Yeah, I haven't.
oh, because we haven't seen one battle.
Yeah, I haven't seen one battle after.
No, yeah,
so I can't disagree or argue with
You're
that.
right, but I think there's I think Begonia's better than Sinners even,
Ooh,
and I loved Begonia, but that didn't.
I
win
did love
anything.
that, but I think I would still give Sinners the
Okay.
edge over that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But we can get into it a little more once we watch one battle here
Yeah,
soon.
we'll cover it soon
Yeah.
because we did PTA. We just
Yeah.
that was before that film came out, so yeah, we will cover that. But thank you to everyone that
Mhm.
commented.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
So, just curious,
Yeah.
why was, I mean, no, just in general,
Yeah.
why was that not covered in the film podcast? That feedback. Both of those are film, or
we don't ever
the
really-
one's film related.
Yeah.
Well, on this pod depending on what we're watching, we cover films too. So, but
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah, it's just whatever we've
so
been
the
watching.
Oscar stuff we covered on the TV pod last week.
Yeah, you were here.
Yeah.
So that had more to do with that than
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. This is true.
and most of the feedback is always on the TV stuff because
Huh.
it's more current.
Well, and also the
Right.
film podcast is schedule wise, we're a little ahead.
Mhm.
So like the feedback wouldn't really apply
Yeah, so-
as recent.
little
Right,
behind the
okay,
scenes
okay.
on how
It's-
things go. Like
Okay,
our,
okay.
the film podcasts, several weeks ahead, so we kind of record those, can be out of order even,
Yeah.
and which we just did.
Yeah.
just for a little behind the scenes, we just recorded Project Hail Mary, even out of order, because we just saw it in the theater, even though that won't get posted for like
That's
4
the
weeks.
final one. Yeah.
So that it's a lot harder to have feedback then because it's not the timing would be off as well.
Yeah. Anything current we
And-
do on this because this comes out.
Yeah, and also realistically,
every week.
80-90% of the feedback we get is all around the TV stuff and not the
Normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there you go. If you want to keep up to date with the feedback and any other such things, tune in the TV podcast.
Yes. Yeah. That's the main
So,
one.
yeah, I
that-
didn't even know that.
All right, so now let's get into what we've been watching. I've got like 4 things.
Okay.
You got a few things. What do you got?
I have 1.5.
1.5. And then do you have any anime stuff you want to talk about? Or
No.
Okay.
I mean, kind of. I watched 1 episode of Berserk.
Sick, okay.
That's it.
I'm very interested in what you think of it.
Yeah. I didn't have time. I was literally started watching it while I fell asleep.
Okay.
So I also was a little loopy, but you know,
Not the ideal way to watch that.
No,
you gotta,
no.
You gotta
That's
pay
why-
attention a lot to that.
yeah, I gotta get back to it. I'm gonna rewatch episode 1 even.
Cool. Okay.
all right, so maybe we'll skip it this week then.
Yeah.
We can talk about
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, you go ahead. You have more. Yeah.
All right. So first thing, one of the things I watched was Sunny Nights. This is on Hulu.
I've heard of this. I haven't seen it.
This is Martin and Vicky are an American brother and sister duo who relocate to Sydney hoping to establish a spray tan business. They find themselves
yeah.
entangled with the wrong people, trying to stay alive and out of jail and in the black. This stars Will Forte and Darcy Carden, who's Janet from The Good Place. If you
That's
don't know
right.
who
That's
that
where I
is.
know her from. She's
And-
great.
And they're brother and sister, and they're running this.
That's gotta be good.
This show's not that good.
Oh,
Dang. Okay.
It's unfortunate because the premise and then those 2 characters
Yes.
Yeah.
are great, but just it's just not there. Like for me. I mean, maybe someone else is connecting with, but like it's slow. It's. I mean, each episode's like an hour long, and they should be
Is it
30
not a
minutes.
comedy?
It is kind of like a dramedy. I mean,
Dramedy,
because
yeah.
like it is kind of funny, like in that range, more leaning towards the comedy when they're involved. But then it's like they quickly get involved with like some type of mafia something,
Yeah.
and like murder type stuff. But like again, it's so long, it's so slow. It
Should have been a half an hour.
Yeah, they should cut it down. It
Yeah.
needs to. Yeah, and so it just drags, and I watched the first 2 episodes because I gave it another one just to
Yeah.
be like maybe, and it just didn't land for me. So I don't
You gotta
know.
give it more than one at least to
yeah,
see.
but
Yeah.
after 2 hours of my time and still not loving it,
that's-
I was like,
Yeah.
probably not gonna watch it anymore.
So yeah, well, I mean, like with anime, I always watch at least 3 episodes
Yeah.
of anything that's coming out, and occasionally I'm like, it's not really that good, but I'll push for 4, and I'm like, why did I spend my time doing that?
I would say in general that the 3 episode rule is like, I think that's a good.
For 20 minutes for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely for a shorter one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
short or something. Yeah, but
I guess for an hour one, maybe 2, like you
2's
did.
enough. I think
Yeah.
to. I mean, if
I think
if I
they
was
should have done the job in an hour. Like,
right, yeah, no,
you have plenty of ample time to.
yeah, to
Oh
set
yeah,
this
by the
pace.
end of episode 1, you should be
Yeah.
either
But
hooked
sometimes
or yeah.
there's been some dramas that like you really that first episode's so much setup
This is true.
that like Pluribus is a great example. I mean, first episode's great,
Yes.
but like you almost need to watch the first 2 episodes to really get it.
I see.
And
Yeah, I wasn't really into it after the first one. You're right, but by the second, yeah.
so like, but yeah. Anyway, that's where this.
Well,
Right,
that's
but
why
with
the-
Pluribus, like you still were like, oh, I want to watch
Intrigued,
the next episode.
intrigued, yeah.
So like,
yeah. Where
Well,
this
it's
was
also who created it. Like you knew going into
oh,
it, like
yeah.
just some stronger trust there. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, you give it more time. But
All right, and then one of these might be what you have too. I don't know.
okay,
Imperfect Women.
no,
Did you watch
I
this?
did not watch this.
So this
I
is,
knew it was coming out.
This
but
is
I,
on Apple TV. Watched the first 2 episodes of this as well, which I think is all it's out right now.
probably.
And
probably released
this
too,
week will
but-
be episode 3. But follows an investigation that dives deep into the murder of a wealthy woman and all the dark secrets uncovered about her life. This stars Kerry Washington, Elizabeth Moss, Kate Mara, and Joel Kinnaman.
great cast.
Which is part of the reason why watching the cast. Joel Kinnaman, I can give. He's all right. Like
oh no, he's my dude.
I never cared for him until For Honor and Mankind. Then it kind of liked him, and even that, like, it took till season 2 to even like him
Really?
in that. Yes, I just don't care for him as an actor.
Altered Carbon.
Yeah, See,
You didn't like?
No, I didn't like that show that
Okay.
much. Yeah, but Kate Mara, or Mara, however you say, her, is since House of Cards, loved her, and then of course Kerry
Oh, yeah.
Washington, like, Elizabeth Moss since Mad Men, and then
Yeah.
Kerry Washington. I don't know the first thing I saw her in, but it was all
I've definitely
great.
seen her in something.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't remember what first I saw.
Yeah.
But so far this is pretty good. It's
So Apple puts out so much stuff now.
yeah, the balance that it's balancing. Basically, it's this. All three of the women were really close friends and have known each other for a really long time. And
Okay.
then Joel Kinnaman plays Kate Mara's husband,
Okay.
and she's the one that dies. And of course,
That's the premise.
that's
isn't
the
it?
premise. But like it goes, obviously, flashes back a lot to where you see all three of the women together, and so you get their dynamic. But then, of course, at least in the first episode, there's a little bit of like, oh, they were all close friends, but turns out, each one of them was keeping things from each other, and they didn't think so.
Of course.
So like that's kind of the the dynamics.
That yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. But anyway,
A group of women. Yeah, I mean, best friends.
ooh,
Yeah.
careful.
I'm sorry.
Podcast
Sorry,
of a
I-
bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, this is so far
It is what it
this is
is.
so far pretty good. And of course, just like you kind of mentioned, Apple stuff's always
there's
a
so
cut
much.
above from a production value, and so it's like
That is true.
made
It's just
really
the
well.
volume amount that they're putting out. It's like, I think it's not as good overall. Like when they first started, it was like almost everything they were putting out was at least good, if not great. Now it's like volume wise, I think out of all the streaming services do the most or put out the most stuff now.
there's no way they put out more than Netflix. There's no way.
Okay,
Netflix,
sure.
There's no
Netflix
way.
uploads like 6 different shows a day.
That's true.
There's no way they do.
Netflix is there's
There's
Netflix
so
has
much-
the
but
worst.
Netflix
stuff.
has so much slop.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't say I don't think their quality's gone down at all.
Really?
I don't
Not
think
at
so.
all.
I don't think so.
I think it has.
What, Apple TV?
Yeah. Just the amount of stuff they're doing. It's just not. Everything is just not as.
I think they put a lot of care into a lot of the earlier stuff that they were putting out, and because they weren't putting out as much,
Yeah.
it was not as noticeable, but there were still some misses early on.
Oh yeah.
And now, because they've scaled up, it's a little bit more noticeable. But I would say the majority of the stuff they're still putting out is very high quality.
Yeah,
And
I guess
still
Definitely.
consistently the highest of
which is
streaming
kind
platforms.
of
For sure.
too, like that's what I meant. Like the percentage hasn't changed. Like if you're putting out,
I
you're
agree.
putting out 10 shows a year, and 7 are great and 3 are and then now you're doing 50 shows a year, but like 40 are good and 10 are like and I think that's it hasn't changed percentage wise. That's what you were saying, right?
I mean, yeah, but that math.
I know,
was
it's not exact.
anywhere close to being
No,
accurate.
but it's
It's not that.
you pretty much actually doubled their their fail rate.
You know what I mean?
yeah. I know what you mean, but I do think. I think maybe you like overall more Apple shows than I do. Like there's more that I think are not as good
I
as they
agree
used
with
to be.
you
Yeah.
on that. Like, there's a lot of stuff on there that's really good, but
Oh yeah.
more often than not, like I don't keep the show in my watch
Yeah.
list.
But they're still, we've mentioned this before with different shows. They are now, which I hope they keep going with this, which it seems like they are the king streaming service of sci-fi, which I love that someone's doing that because
Yeah.
not many are doing that. And I mean, they're doing Neuromancer soon. There's another one, I can't remember, but so I love that they keep going with like actual sci-fi.
Speaking of
So-
which, For All Mankind season
That's about to come
5
back too.
comes out this Friday.
Oh, that soon.
Yes.
Phew, I'm so behind on that one. Great show though.
Yeah, that show's
Awesome
fantastic.
show. Yeah,
It also has Joel Kinnaman.
that's right.
All right. I'll do this other one and then
Yeah.
well, I'll just finish up and then you can do yours.
Okay.
So you mentioned this a week or two ago. Scrubs, the reboot of Scrubs.
Yeah.
Is it a reboot of Scrubs?
Yes.
Yep.
Wow, I'm under a rock.
Yes, they brought it back.
Was that a good idea?
I think it was a great idea.
Oh,
I don't.
He did not
think
like
so.
it.
Ooh.
I think at least I've only watched the pilot episode, first episode, but I think it was fantastic.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So
You think it captured the original?
yes.
Really?
But
Okay.
with the twist of like updating it for it being
Oh,
20
yeah.
years later.
Yeah.
So the premise now is JD and Turk together have a long break. Medicine and interns have evolved, but their friendship remains strong. New and familiar faces at Sacred Heart bring laughs, emotion, and unexpected moments. And I think it's
Just like the original, yeah.
yeah, I think the tone is there from the original, but I think it's definitely updated. And I thought it was hilarious. Like at least the first
Really?
episode. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was really funny.
Okay.
I mean, again, maybe not the level of like some of the newer original stuff, like I mean, obviously very different too, but like Ted Lasso and
Yeah.
Shrinking and stuff like that, where it's just like those are like just extra smart, and this is goofy, just like it's always been. But I thought I loved like the little things, and maybe it's a little bit of like I am a little bit older than you, and like there's but it was like there's all these little things of like that you just are funny because they've aged as well, like the main guys, and so there's just like little
Right. So the humor's more for
yeah, like
the age they are
it's like
now.
the same age the people were watching.
Yeah.
We're all older, including the actors, and then like they're hitting those things, and so I think like some of the jokes were that, and then the other stuff is like the culture stuff, right?
think
Like
you're right,
that's
yeah.
changed, right? Like they have the what is it, the something police? He keeps calling her.
I don't remember.
And I thought it was funny. Like it's like the PC police, but then it didn't call it that. But like every time, like
That sounds right. Though.
you have
That's
like
probably what-
because you have what's his name, the head of medicine, the super sarcastic guy.
he's the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's so great. And like him starting to say something, and this lady shows up. She's like, and like,
Which makes sense for him because he would berate people
and he's
all
like,
the time.
yeah, it's just so that.
Okay, all right.
So they've updated for like the PC culture now, and
Yeah.
then and so I thought it was funny and clever in that way. But so that's on Hulu.
Speaking of which, there's actually I'll talk about that as like something that I watched whenever you get to your like I gotta find that though. I don't even know what it's called.
Yeah, so that's on Hulu, and I know there's more than one episode already out, but because it's been out
there's a
for
few.
a few weeks. So, and the last thing, Reminders of Him. This is in theaters. After prison, a woman attempts to reconnect with her young daughter, but faces resistance from everyone except a bar owner with ties to her child. As they grow closer, she must confront her past mistakes to build a hopeful future. So this,
I've heard of this, but I don't know what it is.
so I mean, this is like a
Josh movie.
romance drama. Then I saw this in the theater.
Oh,
It's in the theaters right now.
Okay.
So it's and I think it's based on a book probably, but it
Sounds like a book, like
Yeah.
Housemaid type of author.
Housemate.
Housemaid.
Oh, Housemaid. Not so much that. It's there's no like there's not murder and stuff. It's more like I don't know, just a basic like romance drama type of
I
thing.
was thinking of like the Housemaid and what's the other one that came out right before that? That was like massive. It's like Ending of You or something. It was like the
probably
same.
something more like that.
Okay.
There's not so much murder involved.
Okay.
right? Though there is a little bit. But anyway, the this has Lauren Graham in it, and then Rudy
Lauren
Pankow.
Graham.
This is what's his name from Outer Banks.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gotcha.
From Outer Banks?
Not the main dude, but the other dude, the other white dude. Not the main JJ. Yes,
Is it? Okay.
that actor? Yes.
so he's
I think
one of the
yes.
main actors in this.
Yeah, he's the
Cool.
guy. Well, he's the guy
He's
that.
he's a better actor than John B. or whoever
Yeah.
plays him.
Yeah.
So
He's in this, and then there's but the main two leads I was not familiar with, but they've definitely, well, the one guy looked familiar, and I found out, but Micah Monroe, she was
Love
in
her.
Long Legs, so she's the
Yep.
main lady in this,
Awesome in Long Legs.
and then Tyreek Withers, which he's in a bunch of stuff, but I saw him in Tell Me Lies. He was in the first season of that, but
I watched the beginning of Tell Me Lies.
yeah, but he's also been in a bunch of other movies I just haven't seen. So like also some of them are horror stuff. So they're the two leads, and they actually honestly do great. And I was thinking when I was watching it, I was like, both these guys are people I'm not familiar with,
Yeah.
but they both were doing well from an acting standpoint. And I was like, oh, I'm not familiar with them, but I wonder where they found them. Then couldn't find out they've been in other stuff. I just haven't.
She's incredible in Long Legs. So like I after I saw that, I was like, oh, it's the first time I saw her, and I was like, I'll watch her and whatever. She's great.
But anyway, for this kind of story, I mean, it was spoiler briefly because you guys aren't going to watch this, but
No.
like basically, you know, she's falls in love and with Rudy Panko's character, and then they get in a car accident. He dies, and then but then everyone blames her, and then she's so distraught by it because like she just lost the love of her life that she doesn't even fight it, and she goes to jail. But it turns out she was pregnant. She finds out she was pregnant, and they were engaged and everything. Like they hadn't got married, but they were engaged. Turns out she was pregnant, and finds that out after the fact. Gives birth while she's in jail, and then his parents take the baby.
Oh,
And then his best friend growing up that she heard all about, but never met because he was off. He was playing football for Colorado, the Buffalo. I don't know what. Yeah,
I don't know
some
sports.
football team, NFL football team. So he wasn't around when they met and got engaged. But then he eventually, you know, got an injury, had to move back home, and then he's basically like trying to make up for not being there. So he's like basically fathering this little girl too. So he's like spending on, and then she meets him before she even knows who he is, and then he's kind of helping her even because everybody else in the town's like no, and then he finds out they don't know who each other are, and then they of course then eventually, even though once they know, eventually they still end up liking each other, and then
Holy drama.
yeah. So
yeah, seems like good drama at least
No,
for this type of movie.
Yeah.
So but
HBO drama.
all I'll say is it's actually honestly above average and all that stuff. And even though it's very predictable, all those things are very predictable. I also think it was.
They normally are.
Sweet. Yeah.
Like good dramas normally are very predictable.
Yeah. But it was
And just executed well.
it was
Yeah.
genuine and sweet and like and there's some funny moments and stuff and you know acted well, so all that kind of came together. Yeah.
Nice.
So I just wanted to. I think you're done with that.
Yes,
right?
done
Okay.
with that.
Let me back up. So you were talking about the PC or whatever, and it reminded me. So I was watching this TikTok. It was like trending of a clip from this TV show that was done. What was the most? It was 6 years ago, and it was like just a YouTube like TV show. Like it was someone that just like did like a YouTube right, and there's so like 10-minute episodes, 12 minutes here, whatever. It's called Little Italy, Los Angeles. And I assume this is the creator, Adriano Valentini. And they were like just a year and a half or two behind their time. Like ahead of their time, sorry.
All right.
And the PC jokes and like it's like making fun of everyone in Los Angeles, like really heavily. There's like a great barber character who's like Italian, who's like super like annoyed with all of the LA people and like just like and it was like really honestly really well done for a YouTube miniseries. And it was just like but it only made it 6 episodes and the acting honestly was really good for YouTube. Like it was just like I think it was just a little too before ahead of its time.
Before the pendulum starts swinging back the other way.
Yeah. It was like
And then it would have hit and got really popular. You think
Well,
like a little bit later?
I think it would have been more popular and we would have had more episodes.
Right.
And honestly, he might have been doing more. I didn't look into him heavily, but I don't think he's done anything else. Like it was just like just that, and then that was it. So
I think it's cool though. That's YouTube. Like obviously you can do anything on YouTube, but that's cool that you can even do like if you don't have anywhere you want to do like a TV show and you have nowhere to put it on YouTube. Yeah.
I mean, like his higher viewed ones are only at 250,000 after 6 years, which really isn't that much.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, but it's also a good receiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I watched that and I binged it real quick because it took like an hour because
Nice.
6 episodes, they were all like 10 minutes. So,
I still I think it's so weird you and I were talking about the like shorts on TikTok or Instagram that are TV shows. It's so weird, but it's in portrait mode. Like it's filmed in portrait mode. You know what I'm talking about too?
Oh, I know what you're talking
It's
about.
so weird. I don't.
Yeah.
so actually, I guess what I've been watching, I actually like
Real Shorts, right? Is one of the
Actually-
Did you watch
platforms.
one?
I spent the whatever it is, $15 or whatever for the week, because that's how much you get for premium to like actually watch one all the way through. Because I was like curious, because you see only a certain portion of it, just to see how like they're like ending it and how it really feels. And honestly, watching the ad that they put out is so much better than watching the actual thing on the because it like auto scrolls to like break your attention instead of like
Oh, that's weird.
But like in the ads, they like it like just pauses for a beat and skips to the next thing because normally they like start separately. So if you like watch the next episode, like if you stopped after 2 minutes and then watch the next episode later, like it makes sense, right? So like it'll like jump around just a little bit, which is fine. But it felt so weird watching it like scroll every time there was
Yeah.
the end of the 2 minutes.
Because each like episode is
It's
like
like
2
2
minutes,
minutes, yeah.
and then it goes to the next episode,
Yeah.
and which is like a scroll.
Right.
Okay.
But like in the ads, it's just like a beat, and then it like cuts to the next thing. It doesn't like make the scrolling animation because it's just an ad.
I want to ask you guys, does that like it being somewhat cinematographers, does that drive you crazy? Portrait mode of a show?
Yeah, vertical instead of landscape.
Yeah, sorry, whatever the right term is.
For me, it doesn't, because I've seen TikTok creators that make short TV series episodes that are like 2-3 minutes, probably where the idea came from. Some like these like really well, and they just do that, but they do them really well. And sometimes it's just one person and they're just playing all the roles themselves.
Yeah.
But like they're so much better done and well written than this crap that's on all these different things. But I understand why people watch them. Like it's what do you say? Quality slop, I guess. You know, like
Quality song.
Yeah. And the I mean, the answer, like, I think it really just comes down to is where you're watching it, right? Like, because when we first started shooting, people started shooting stuff vertically on their phone. Like, it irritated me a little bit, but like even now, like I do the same.
Seeing it more. And
I do
more.
the same. I mean, I've gotten used to it though, because you like if the delivery platform is going to be on the phone, then everyone holds their phone vertical, and that's how they're gonna watch it.
You know, I saw something that was calling people old who film in landscape. I was like, or maybe you're just a cinematographer.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, ouch.
Maybe you just the delivery. Like if something's gonna go onto a TV or a movie projection, like then it needs to be in the aspect ratio it needs to be for the delivery.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see, just like Gen Alpha and beyond, do they just all film?
Because so there was like
There was just like what they're used to.
Horizontal doesn't even like cross their radar.
That's crazy.
there was the Quibi that came out in spring of 2020 and failed, but like was ahead of its time because it basically was doing
the
this
same thing, yeah.
But they were making real content, trying to make
they got
like,
big actors, and
they got and like they weren't trying to make this like kind of
like crap,
like almost what's the word, like catchy headline stuff. Like it's like like
it's very like
it
was essentially a movie, because I remember watching a few things on there. It was a movie
or TV show that was
but it was movie length that it was cut up. It was
into
episodes,
sections.
but like really small. I think they were more like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't remember,
I
but
think.
it's a little too long.
I think they also shot them widescreen and within knowing they were going to cropped vertical because they had. I think then later a lot of them got resold in their entirety on
they got put on other things
like later.
Gotcha.
So that the content wasn't complete waste because obviously they were spending real budgets on stuff with real actors.
Yeah.
But it was poor timing.
Yeah.
Because of COVID, like no one, like the whole reason people do that is when you're standing in line, you're doing things, and like no one was standing in line. Everyone was at home. So like even if it would have been, and again, like it might have been a year or two early as well, but like it really didn't have a chance.
You're right. Later on, it probably would have hit. Yeah.
Like if it would have been a year or two later and there was no COVID. Yeah.
Because now we're just mentioning. I mean, you've seen a lot of other.
Yes.
No, there's like
just on TikTok or
40
Instagram
of
even.
them. Like they're like.
Yeah.
I swear a couple of them are owned by the same people.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a lot of those.
Well, like I said, that other platform, that other streaming platform.
Real Shorts?
I know the guy that kind of helps.
Oh yeah.
Like he was like looking for that kind of content too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
like if we wanted to make something, we probably could.
It's so weird. Well, because like the standard is just like you put like captions, like auto generated captions, just like TikTok or Instagram. You know, like
because people don't have their volume up.
Like they can literally watch the TV show like just like without any volume or anything. And then when you do have the volume up, it's got like all like the super like obnoxious like sound effects constantly, and the acting is horrible. Like I can't even describe how bad it is. And occasionally you'll see an actor who's clearly like dumbing down their acting skills. Like there's times where you like see it come through.
What's the purpose of that though?
You'll see their acting skills come through and you're like, oh, this person knows how to act. And then like, you know, the next scene, it's like they're forcing themselves to like act like an idiot.
Cheesy.
Yeah, be cheesy. Yeah.
It's
And it's
strange.
Like,
Yeah. What do you got? What have you been watching?
I have a movie and then a trailer to mention.
Mhm.
Do you have any other trailers besides the big one?
Well,
I didn't know if there was
I had two
anything
like
else.
little news things I was going to mention.
Oh,
too,
okay.
yeah.
All right, we can
which
get to that too.
Yeah.
Well, I'll mention the movie first. This is a film that I've been waiting for a long time. It is now on Netflix. Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man.
I forgot about that.
So it's been in the work a while, but and it's still Stephen Knight, the creator of the show, wrote this as well. He wrote all the show. This is a film that essentially concludes the show. Now, normally when this happens, I think it's like not needed. Like I've seen this in the past where it's like,
Yeah, like the Breaking Bad movie. It was like,
I mean, that was still good, but it was not necessary.
yeah, it was good, but yeah, not necessary.
This was done very well, which I knew it would be because it's the same creator. I think Peaky Blinders is one of the best shows of all time that I don't think enough people have seen. His writing is
Including myself.
amazing.
I
Yeah.
still haven't seen it all the way through.
Yeah.
I don't know how. It's like I don't know. It's just one of
And
those
it's not
things.
much because it's British, so it's only 6 episodes a season.
Yeah.
So it's not too much to like take on, and I mean, incredible acting across the board. But so in this, obviously still Cillian Murphy as Thomas Shelby, one of the best characters I think of all time. But adding Barry Keoghan, who we just talked about in Saltburn, Tim Roth, and one of my favorites, Rebecca Ferguson. So all 3 of them.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's awesome. They added him, and they all fit into this world so well, which I knew they would. I mean, he's very conscious of who he picks to put in this world. Also, just a awesome name, The Immortal Man. Very good and has a lot of meanings to it, and I loved it, and it definitely warranted. Because at first I was like, why are they doing this? Even though I was in anyway, just because it's one of my favorite shows. But very good closing to the show, even though the show ended very well, which is so hard to do. But this is great. It's not, it's very cinematic. It doesn't just feel like a 2 episodes. Sometimes when they do the movies with these, it just like feels like 2 episodes of the show.
Yeah, like smashed together.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not that.
Awesome.
It's great. So I wish it was in theaters longer because I know it was in theaters for like a week
Oh,
and then Netflix, but
Well, maybe it'll come back. I mean, it was like the new Demon Slayer movie.
yeah,
Like that came back to theaters
that's great.
randomly. Like, I mean, it did do crazy well. So
Yeah. Well, the budget for this has always been really great in the show, but like this was even more so. So yeah, highly recommended. It was awesome. So that's on Netflix.
All right, so talk about some news and trailers.
Yeah. Did you have anything else? I couldn't remember if you.
No, he
no,
said
it was
he
just
did.
that. I just
Okay.
wanted to jump in because it was kind of relevant to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I just want to shout out. They just announced April 9th, Hacks season 4.
5 is final season.
5.
Yeah.
Sorry, 5.
Hacks?
Hacks.
I've never even heard of that. Normally, like the stuff I haven't seen that you guys are talking about, like I've at least heard of.
This is a comedy that I think
Josh has been with it for like since day one.
Yeah, like I think it's definitely one of the smarter, funnier comedies in a while.
I only watched a little bit
It's
of
a different. It's very different than like some of the other newer stuff. Again, Ted Lasso and Shrinking would be like some I would also say is like, but that goes a little bit more in the dramedy, like right, like it's like leans into the
And Shrinking's drama is not as appealing to me,
yeah.
which is why I didn't keep watching that show past season 1.
But this is the other, like kind of the other way. Like the whole premise is it's like a washed up kind of stand up comedy.
But it used to be very famous.
But she's older, an older one, and then she gets a kind of hires a writer to help her with some stuff that's young, like Gen Z.
Probably Gen Z.
Yeah, Gen Z, like
Probably.
older Gen Z, I guess would be, but like much younger than her.
Yeah.
And their dynamic and stuff, and it's, I mean, I think it's genuinely funny. Like it's,
I liked it. I just didn't watch much of it.
and and it's good,
Final
good
season?
stuff in the final season. Yeah, they had been saying spring, but literally like
Okay.
the April 9th was like released like today or yesterday is like the date, and it's like, oh, it's like
Nice.
in a couple weeks.
Yeah, they've been doing that recently. I've noticed other shows. They'll put out the trailer and it's like it's out in a week.
Yeah.
And like normal,
But
I don't know why they've been doing that
HBO
lately.
kind of
Nowadays, you got to keep the attention span.
True.
People
Yeah.
forget about it.
That's true.
So they shrink up the marketing
Yep.
and didn't just hit it hard for a few weeks before it comes out, and then just,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I noticed they've been doing that more
well-
lately. A lot of different.
Yeah, there was a game recently that remastered that did that,
Mm-hmm.
where they literally just were like, "Hey, we're back," and didn't even like no like announcement. Hey, this is coming. Nothing like that. I can't remember. It was
You talking about Oblivion?
yeah, Oblivion. I was
Yeah.
thinking it's Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Yeah.
Yep.
I couldn't remember which game it was, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I mean, it blew up.
Oh, it
So
did,
it was a
yeah.
really good decision on their part, but yeah, we've seen some things like that. Like in that same regard, there's a game coming out called Chain Beast, and it said Q1 of 2026 is when it actually releases, and it released a demo towards the end of last year. And I've seen the Discord's activity because I'm excited for the game to come out. It's like dead, completely dead right now.
Okay. So that marketing
Q1
strategy
Q1's
is
almost over.
I know that's what like
so it's a good marketing strategy, it seems, to do that. Shrink the, like you said, shrink the window.
yeah, like there was like for the first month and a half of Q1, like people were like complaining like or like making joke like like oh where is it and then
Yeah.
like it's March kind of hit, and then like it was just like the Discord disappeared, like it's just dead, nobody's there.
But the trailer I'm going to mention is complete opposite. Like it's very
Well, all right. So
out.
while we're still talking, before you get into
You got
that,
something else? Yeah.
Did you see some of the stuff about Euphoria season 3's music?
No.
So one, Hans Zimmer came on
I knew
help
that, which
score.
is crazy.
with Labyrinth,
Labyrinth's the main guy. Yep, he's great.
but then evidently, like he got upset with Sony and released some of the tracks early.
Really?
Yeah, Labyrinth, not Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, really?
Is he like leaving the show?
I don't know. It didn't say that. It's just like he just like
Huh.
just releasing some of the tracks.
I mean, I hope he doesn't. He's awesome, and that the music in that is incredible. But like him collaborating with Hans Zimmer is insane.
Yeah.
Like I was so excited for that. But so what's the drama then?
I mean, I don't know.
So he's mad at something. And he's like, I'm throwing these out.
He was like,
or
F,
putting these
F
out.
Sony. Here's some.
Okay.
Jeez.
Which I guess must be the production company that creates
Yeah.
the show for
Yeah.
HBO.
Wow. I feel like there's always something with Euphoria. It fits well with the show.
It does, yeah. The
Outside
drama,
world
the drama
drama.
outside and
Yeah.
inside is almost on parallel.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. I didn't.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. Well, that's coming up too. Like
That's the next thing we're covering. Yeah.
Yeah. After One
Very,
Piece.
very excited. That's like the gap in that. It's been 3 years,
Mm.
right? Yeah. Think about it.
Something like that.
Mm.
That's how we're gonna have to feel with Severance. Severance is gonna take 3 years, which sucks.
Yeah.
Same with Pluribus.
Mhm.
I bet Pluribus is gonna take that long. Anyway,
Yes. So then you got a trailer.
The big trailer.
Talk about
Waiting a long
big,
time.
The big trailer.
the big trailer literally came out right when we finished recording last week.
Yeah.
That if we would have just waited, we could have. Dune Messiah
Actually,
or
it's-
Dune Part 3.
This is called
Wait.
Dune Part 3.
How did
The
that
conclusion.
go over my head? What?
Trailer.
The part 3 trailer?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Came out last week. And then we saw it, and when we went and saw Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, they-
Wow, they already have it. That's
it was-
awesome.
Running.
So
Talk to me.
it's it's just interesting. I mean, yeah, I can say a million things about this. I mean, this is my, even though Nolan's putting out a movie, this
Yeah.
is
I'm
still
with you on that.
this is still
Yeah.
number one for me. Most excited or film I'm looking forward to the most this year.
Yeah.
But
It's
What's this year?
it comes out
December.
in December.
I mean,
Yeah.
right before Christmas.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Looking forward to
Which
it.
also
I know.
we were talking about. They neither one have backed down yet. It's on the same date as Avengers Doomsday.
Oh,
Same
Avengers
date.
Doomsday lose.
And
It loses every day.
but he.
I mean, I think so, but
maybe in our eyes, but like I don't know if from the
The only thing, and I genuinely believe this, the only thing that will potentially save Doomsday is Marvel Rivals.
I mean, that's a big-
Well,
yeah.
I'm more saying
big
like the
part.
general audience. Like you polled the general audience because like every one of the Avengers movies made more money than any of the Doom
Yes.
movies in the theaters.
yes,
I feel like I don't know.
But
There's
then-
so many people that are
but
so
then-
mad at Marvel right
I
now.
know.
But then we were talking about, Jared mentioned that like all the IMAX theaters have
They've been
Dune
secured
wrapped up because
by
they've been
Dune,
securing-
which is great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Yep.
yeah.
I see. Like I feel like even the people who are not super nerds are mad at Marvel right now, and so
Oh, there's a
and,
lot of people,
literally,
yeah.
I feel like everywhere it's like
For
if
sure.
they mess Doomsday up, this is it for them.
Right, but also they got so we
yeah.
got Spider-Man this summer,
Yes.
which could kind of get some momentum in good graces because so far Spider-Man's not really been a miss for three.
Yeah, but it's a different director
It is a
as,
different
as the
director.
trilogy.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's the
what I'm
guy
worried
that just
about.
did it's the guy that just
Wonder
did Wonder Man, which was
Wonder Man was
fantastic.
good.
So
It's possible. You're
so
right.
I'm
You're
just saying
right.
that could get it some momentum, and
You're
then
right.
people excited about Marvel again, and then you got X-Men and all these other people thrown into Doomsday,
Yeah.
and they're bringing back. You got
It'll
all
make a
the
lot of
people-
money because
all
of
the
the,
people
Oh, it's
that-
gonna make a lot of
the
money.
nostalgia
Sure.
of people. I mean, it's the original
So,
X-Men.
I mean, you know,
But
we could
does
put-
it beat opening?
I think it beats Dune opening week. If they keep them on the same week, even if they're not on the same weekend, we can still make that bet.
I think it'll beat Dune, but
Yeah.
I hope Dune wins because the problem is that Dune didn't make enough, especially the first one or the second one. The second one did way better, which is good, but like didn't make nearly enough as it should. Either one, and I'm hoping
Yep.
this one. I mean, because they're saying it's like the epic conclusion of the trilogy.
Yeah.
But I think it's very interesting because all the way leading up to this, they were still calling it Dune Messiah, which is the name of the book. But now they're just calling it Dune Part 3,
Yep.
which is very weird.
It's
But
not
it ma-
weird because again, from a marketing standpoint,
No, marketing is not weird.
from a marketing standpoint, the broader audience
Makes
doesn't
sense.
know Doom Messiah and it'd be more confusing.
Yeah.
Part 3 is much better because it ties it to the other two films for the broader audience.
Yeah, but I think it's because I think they're going to either change some things or add a little bit more from the Messiah story
well, it
to
does-
conclude it
right.
because
By also doing that, but you could still do it either way. But that does give them a little bit more leeway into pulling some things from another book if they wanted to pull some stuff.
Yeah. No, I just think because average moviegoer that has only seen the films, the way the book ends, which I won't spoil, but it's not like an epic. It's a pretty big downer. So like they're not going to want to end it that way, or people,
Right. That's not what you
the
want.
audience is going to be mad. So he's probably going to change around some things. I'm just curious what all he is going to change around. But that's the first thing I thought of when I saw Part 3. I think they're going to change some things because I kind of wish they would just have the balls to just be like, we're ending it the way Messiah ends. I think that'd be cool, but most people would hate it. So anyway, but incredible trailer. The music, man, everything about it. And the main difference is we talked about the cinematographer is different, which is a little concerning, but looks exactly like the other ones, which is great. So
It still looks.
Yeah.
But like we also talked about, I feel like all of Denis Villeneuve's films have that. So it's
True.
not, I don't think it just comes from the cinematography work because
his vision, yeah.
because there's definitely like he has a very a very visual style that he leans into. Rather, he's working with
True.
Deakins, Greg Fraser, or this new guy I always drawing.
That's the thing. He always gets the best though. Like
get some
it's amazing.
quality out there.
Yeah. So
Well, who was on the enemy? Who was the cinematographer?
that one I'm not sure. Prisoners was Deakins and
And-
Blade Runner 2049.
And Sicario was Deakins.
And Sicario.
Yep. So he worked
Yeah.
with Deakins a couple years in a row.
Arrival.
I think is Deakins as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Fraser
He
was
went to
Dune
Fraser
1 and
for-
2.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway,
Excited.
most excited. Yeah, the film I'm most excited about.
I think the Avengers Doomsday is going to make more money, but I think Dune is going to be a better movie.
so
no,
you know.
100%.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like at the end of the day, Doomsday's gonna make more money.
Yes.
It 100% is.
Just for people coming, just all the nostalgia of like, original Fox X-Men, all that.
It's gonna have everything. So.
Yeah.
Yes. I like that people are already doing the Barbie Oppenheimer thing. They're calling this Doomsday, which is great. Just like Barbenheimer for that.
So people are gonna do back to back. Watch
Apparently, I don't
something
know.
not so good and then watch something amazing.
I guess.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, I don't think Doomsday is gonna be terrible because you've got.
I'm still looking forward to it.
I
If they
know,
do-
100%.
I hope it's.
But I hope it's better than I expect it to be.
Because they're brought back what's their names,
the Russos.
Russo brothers who directed the other.
If it's as good as Infinity War, I will be so happy.
Yeah. But if
Infinity
it's as
War
bad
is-
as Endgame, I mean,
I still like Endgame.
I
But
mean, it was good, but it wasn't Infinity War,
True.
and it wasn't Avengers, and it wasn't Captain America, Winter Soldier. It wasn't like like there's so many
I know.
significantly better Marvel movies.
Yeah,
True.
but Winter Soldier is also the Russo brothers.
Yeah.
No.
So, yeah, so
I know.
yeah,
I know.
and then Civil War, and then
Yeah.
and then
Civil War wasn't that good.
and then they did Infinity War and Endgame. So
Yeah.
so yeah, But I don't know. I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I just I feel like they've been out of that sandbox and coming back to it should bring some new inspiration. You would hope, but
I hope so.
yeah, from directors because they've done a bunch of different stuff. None of it very good.
No,
Since
that's
they-
the problem.
Yeah, since they left.
Everything they put out has not been.
But I think it's. I mean, to be honest, it's probably the prequel Star Wars issue. Like you get these people, you get such a big reputation, and then Netflix, because most stuff was in Netflix, and they're like, here, just have money and make something, and they don't have anybody that's like telling them no.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah. Anyway,
So One
no,
Piece.
that's it.
yeah. Let's talk about One Piece.
Yeah.
we
That's a lot, yeah.
We got
Before we continue to spiral,
Yes.
good call. Good call.
We,
All
got,
right, so
we got
let's-
3 episodes.
Let's
to
get
talk
into
about.
One Piece. We'll start out with season 2, episode 3, Whiskey Business. The crew gets a friendly reception in Whiskey Peak, a town that loves pirates. However, 2 assassins are lurking, and danger is close at hand. All right, so
2 assassins, they let escape. Luffy. Hey, you trust his gut.
Yep.
all right, so what do you guys got or like about this episode?
Well, I don't remember how much you talked about it last week, but I'm curious how you feel about the show as a whole. I know obviously you really like season 1, but how are you feeling about it now, like in the middle of season 2? Do you like it the same, more or less? Like, because I know you did really like the first season.
Yeah,
When we talked about it.
I'm still really enjoying it.
Okay.
I don't know if I say I'd like it more.
Okay.
I mean, basically the big thing in this one is this assassins guild, right? Which was non-existent in
Rogueworks.
season 1, and is like, I guess, the continued through line big bads of this season. It seems to be. I think that they're fun. I mean, I love the naming of either they're like
So cool, yeah.
either their numbers or their
Days of the
days
week.
of the week kind of thing is fun.
Yeah, days of the week / significant days.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's
Maybe it's Valentine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Other holidays, whatever. But yeah, it's just fun the way like you use code names and that's clever.
Yeah.
It's good. I like that. Yeah. I think I don't know if I'd like it better than season 1 though.
Okay. So you're
like-
about the same?
I feel like it's maybe the same or maybe it's a little less.
Really?
I don't know. Season 1,
Okay.
I remember really liking it, and this I'm enjoying, but I don't know if I would. I don't know. I would have to watch them closer together to really like
Yeah.
give an opinion over one or the other.
Okay.
I think, I think it has to do with like who and what is the start of the character development, and then it's also like kicking off the like remembrance of like what their purpose is, like what the goal is realistically, and we see that a little bit in episode 4 and 5, a lot more, like what is the purpose of even becoming pirates and going after the One Piece, right? And you really kind of see that a lot in the first season because Luffy's like basically enticing everyone with that dream,
Yep.
right? So you see it like repeated a lot, but you're going to see it repeated much more spaced out as the seasons go on.
Yeah. Which makes sense because
yeah, and then
it can get old if you were.
yeah, and then different story arcs often are going to be more wrapped around one person's character development than multiple. But in general, everyone obviously has character development through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. How are you feeling about the live action version? Like at this point?
At this point, it's like I still think it's like great. Like they definitely, I think, skipped through a bit, if I'm not mistaken, in these episodes, because I actually did write it down this time. For these 3 episodes, we are covering episodes 64 through 77. So not that many.
Wow, not that much, yeah. Last season they covered more, right?
That last season they covered a lot more because I think we covered the first.
It was like 20 an episode or something.
It was
wasn't
like
it?
20 an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot. I mean, well, it wouldn't have been 20 episodes because we're on episode 64 right now.
Oh,
It was but that means we covered 50-ish episodes
first season.
first season. Which is a lot more than I think we're covering this season because we end on episode 80 something, I think.
Okay.
So, but not by that much. It's just like
Okay.
the spacing. But a lot of that's also going to depend on a lot of the filler, and then also
Right.
just how much of the episode was the episode from before, and stuff like that, as like the fights start to draw on and stuff. What was I saying originally?
Just what you think of this.
Oh, what I think of the live action. I think
Yeah.
they're still doing a great job, but I think they did cut out a decent amount
Okay.
of the couple episodes from this, because like I feel like we don't see as much of Captain Smoker and
Right.
stuff that I think, if I remember correctly, is in the anime during this section.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
I'm
we-
sure we'll come back to
I'm
it.
sure he'll come back. Yeah, but
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, we definitely haven't touched.
Yeah, we didn't get much of them. Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I love this show. I mean, the more I watch it, I feel like I love it even more. And like I mentioned last week, rewatching the first season was really great to like go right into the second season.
Wish I would have had time to do that.
Yeah, it was definitely helpful. And just because I mean, this was also a pretty big gap between seasons.
Yeah, it was like almost 3 years, right?
Yeah, I think this one was also almost 3 years. Yeah.
It was like 2.5 or
Yeah.
so.
So I know you and I are talking about like I hope the momentum of it, and I hope they can like not take quite as long and then like and just keep going with it.
Yeah, hopefully they can
Hopefully.
pick up the speed a little bit.
Yeah.
Ideally, I mean, like you said you were watching the interview with the actor for Zorro, right?
Yes. Yeah, he was mentioning a specific way later arc that is his favorite in the anime, and he says, "I look forward to playing that when I'm 80," which was great.
That's funny. All right, well, I mean, so obviously this island is.
Whiskey
They're all ready to. They're all happy to see pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Some people are less oblivious than others to
Mhm.
the fact that it's a trap.
I do like right away. I think mentioning what you were talking about last time, because I don't think Josh and I knew as much about like not the lore, but the way they the navigation.
Oh yeah,
And they
the log
mentioned how
post, yeah.
it messes up. Yeah, what's it called?
It's the log post.
Log post.
So yeah, the
Okay.
entire magnetic field in the Grand Line is completely skewed.
Right. It's really cool how they do that. But then yeah, he mentions that to them.
Yeah.
This the main guy with the
The huge white
yeah
head of hair.
yeah
The colonial
forget
hair.
his name. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I said, the coolest part about that is it actually forces the world building of the stories
Right.
to leave them at an island for any given time that the creator wants.
Yeah, it's
so
cool.
then like it gives them a reason to have to be there.
you can't just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
yeah.
Unless you get a hold of a log post that's already but
I want to mention because this is very beginning. He's technically not there in person, but I love seeing Mihawk again because he was one of my favorites from season 1. We didn't get much of him, but I like that he's basically in Zoro's head. And yeah, I was just happy to see him. That guy's awesome.
yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing Zoro working out because you always see him working out on the ship with like these huge weights. And
Yeah.
we saw it briefly.
Yep.
But at one point, like he starts like swinging it like a sword, like with that much weight. Like he was like,
Right.
it's like just like this giant massive, like it's like hundreds of pounds, and he's just like swinging it around.
Yep.
Cracks me up.
One thing I forgot, then rewatching season 1, that Mihawk is one of those 7. What do they call them?
Oh, the 7 warlords of the wait, no.
7 sword? No, not swordsman. It was 7 like
Oh,
famous pirate, or like they talk about
7 war gods
or legendary
No.
something. I forget the name.
So
Anyway,
there's so many high titles you can get. Later
okay.
on.
Well, anyway, he's
Oh, look.
that's why he's tied with Zoro, because Zoro wants to
Mhm.
defeat him ultimately, because he's one of the 7, whatever they're called. Anyway, but yeah, that character's awesome. I forgot also his little necklace turns into a tiny little sword.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. So he's got the massive one and then the little tiny sword.
Yeah, he it was cool. It was cool to see him.
Yeah.
And just a good way to like, oh, don't forget there's this
Mhm.
little thing going on here.
He's definitely on his mind a lot. Yeah.
It was funny to see everyone, I think, let their guard down momentarily because they thought there was, and the best is like Luffy when he's eating the desserts.
Mm-hmm.
That-
Yeah, he's one of the first 7 warlords. So I was right.
Warlords, that's what I was thinking
I
of.
was
Yeah.
right. I mean, I did say that, but I wasn't confident because later on there's so many warlords.
Right,
It's,
Yeah.
but
wow, he's one of 7 at the current given time. That's actually kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the best thing in this episode is Zoro fighting 100 men
And
and counting.
Yep.
Remind me of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Except he's not counting with someone else,
Yes,
but
he's-
he's still.
I always love like a good counting.
Yeah.
During fights, it's
Awesome.
always cool.
Yep.
It's a great way to display power.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
And like, I mean, I obviously didn't, and then I didn't back it up to double check, but I think they literally showed
Did 100,
him-
yeah.
I think they did 100.
It seemed like it was accurate. Yeah.
it seemed, which is crazy.
I'm pretty sure they did because that was in. I don't know if you guys saw. There's a behind the scenes thing or whatever. They.
I was watching a lot of the
on
behind the
Netflix.
scenes on YouTube. There was a lot of about this season.
Well, no, they did like a walkthrough on Netflix. They released it.
Oh, cool.
It was like
Okay.
They were talking to the actors and stuff, and I'm pretty sure that was one of the things they covered in that.
Nice.
'Cause it actually was 100, and Zoro talking about it. And,
I just like by the end of the episode, I was just thinking because he's up to like 98 or 99. I was like, he's got to hit 100.
yeah.
It's great.
Yep.
My favorite was, like you're mentioning, like Luffy with the desserts, Nami hustling, out drinking people, and then Sanji flirting with the twins, which is what my quote comes from later.
Yep.
Which obviously, like, just like everything else in this island, you're like, obviously something's gonna go down. But it was just great because I remember you mentioning in the last season, like, I'm glad they're leaning into that because it's Sanji's like the ladies' man of the group, so like you still see that. Although Usopp gets involved as well, though.
He does. Well, no, like
Well, he
something
brings
that's
him
funny.
along. He's
Yeah,
like,
he
"Come
brings
on."
him. Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I can't
He's
remember.
like, hey, Usopp, let's
yeah.
There's a running joke that Sanji's gay.
Really?
Yeah, because like over the course of like the 1,200 episodes they're currently
He never
like,
closed?
never actually closes.
Okay. Yeah, he did not close. Yeah.
But I don't know. That's definitely an older theory. It could have been from like episode 800, so maybe he does close eventually.
Right,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But I remember that being a huge thing when I was watching it. It was like everyone talking about him being gay, because
I mean, there's a lot
he's
of
so
times.
flamboyant at the same time, even though he's like smooth. But
True.
We also get our introduction of Mr. Five and Miss Valentine with the
But these are the
explosive
two-
yeah,
boogies.
But this is the
this
two
is
that-
good timing for the fashion with your
Yeah.
fashion week.
These are the two that we saw in the very beginning, very beginning of the season, very opening episode,
Yes.
or opening scene, with not Nico Robin, Miss All Sunday. Is that what you call
Yes,
her?
Miss All Sunday.
Okay.
That is the only name we know her by as
Yes.
of right now.
Yes.
Miss All Sunday.
But yeah, what you're talking about. I mean, it makes sense for the anime. Like, I could definitely see him doing that, but it's just funny to see in live action. Yeah, literally using
Yeah.
for bombs. It's so funny.
And so disgusting at the same time.
Yep. That's welcome to One Piece.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to you. It's just gonna get crazier and crazier.
Literally
as we
talked about
go.
it last week. It's just gonna get weirder, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so like, I don't know. To me, that weird, it still works. It was the
Yeah.
slippery thing was just weird, and like it didn't work.
That's what. Why is that way? I mean, it's just
Boogers
one of,
exploding works, but slippery skin,
Yeah.
no.
I don't know. There was just, well, I think it was more like the physics and the way it played out in the show. Like it
Yeah.
didn't seem
So what about the physics of the lady who can literally float and change gravity?
because she can change.
So the explanation for those works, but not for.
Well, if you could turn the slipperiness on and off, then
see.
but like it was like, how do you walk if you're slippery?
Well, that's a good point
Shoes.
because it's just a different devil fruit, right? But can she turn it on and off? The slipper? I didn't think
No,
so
she's
because of the
always
devil
slippery.
fruit. Yeah,
It's like Luffy; he can't turn off his
stretching. Yeah,
stretchiness.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just to mention again, you were talking about Zoro killing 100 guys. Like it's just any of the fight choreography, whether it be
So
with
good.
him or
All
I
the fight
love
choreography is
Sanji.
so
Like
good.
it's so good. I mean, even him, like he literally is just kicking, and he always has his hands in his pocket, right?
Yeah, which is how he
it's so
fights
cool.
in the anime.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
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 Oh, dude, I can't wait. It's so far in the future. But they all eventually obtain a level of power
Right.
past, like just like slightly growing because there's a time skip. And they all kind of like learn like this special power, which you'll see people use, but not know what it is for a while.
Okay.
And I'll just say that's how the guy grabbed Captain Smoker.
That's
And-
right. You were wondering about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they'll all kind of, or some of them, most of them, or will obtain it at different times. But yeah,
I mean, the storytelling from the original source of this is so good that, like, I mean, I have no doubt that any questions are going to be
Yeah.
answered, and it's going to make sense.
yeah.
So at the end of this, the
Yep.
important stuff, we find out that one was they were undercover. The guy,
Yeah. Did you guys trust Luffy's gut watching it? Or were you like, dude, this guy?
well, he trusted her.
I'm trying to think in the
Yeah,
moment.
right.
Well,
That's
he
what you
trusted
mean.
her and he trusted the
Yeah.
mayor, but then they betrayed him like
Yeah.
right
But
after
then later,
you see
you
that.
but then at the end, you find out they're actually yeah, and he, of course, he died. The colonial hair guy dies.
I know, I forget his
And then-
name.
but then the lady is is technically the princess, right? And then
Yes,
she,
that was
Master
that was a big
Princess.
that was a big reveal. Yeah.
then she goes along. She goes with them, and then of course
Yes.
he promises to get her there, which
I love
yeah,
the cannons coming out of the
Yep.
wig.
yeah, so,
Hands
so
on the wig is pretty sick.
ridiculous.
While he sings.
He also did, yeah, while he
Yeah,
sings,
he's singing,
all
yeah.
of it's music based. Because
That's
he also
right,
did
yeah.
like the hypnotism with the music.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
I can't remember what his name is. I don't know why. Igor? No.
That sounds right. It's close, something like that.
And
yeah.
then
Igor?
Igor. Okay.
Something like that.
and then at the very end is when we get All Sunday again,
Shows up again
and
on the
she
ship.
offers them a different
Log pose.
log pose.
That's set to us.
Right.
It's set right to Almas.
No, it's set to a remote
the
island.
remote island, because she doesn't. She's like, you won't survive
right.
this next one, and then Luffy just crushes it in his hand.
Yes, he does.
Now, here the thing that's like, this is where like the plot is like, why does she just let them live? Like, why does she let them live right there?
Well, yeah. Well,
We don't know yet.
Is there a real reason, or is it just like plot?
Let's just say Miss All Sunday has kind of does whatever she wants. So like just because she's with Baroque Works and is second in command, like if Mr. Zero was like do this and she didn't want to, she just wouldn't and would just leave. Because I mean the only person because we kind of learn everyone gets sent to be killed who doesn't do what they're supposed to do, but she's the second in command, so only Mr. Zero would have to be able to come for her, and like nobody knows who he is, so it would have to be he'd have to hire new people or something that's stronger than her, and obviously she's pretty strong,
Yes.
so
Right.
she kind of just does whatever she wants.
So just like, oh, she thought it'd be fun not to kill him and just
I don't
let him
know.
keep going. Okay.
I will say
How she felt about the situation.
again, this is another outfit she's wearing this time that I'm like, come on. I know this outfit. I'm just saying. They're pretty much spelling it
Are
out.
you saying?
They're just spelling it out. Anyway, as soon as I saw this purple outfit, I was like, okay.
For All Sunday? Or?
Yes.
It's like, well, you know so much about her, and yet I feel like the one telltale giveaway
I don't know everything about her.
would be the powers that she wields. Does,
See, that
does
wasn't
Nico Robin have those powers?
That I'm not as familiar with though.
Oh, well, if you knew,
Yeah,
you would know.
I don't know that, but in general though, another
If you
thing,
know, you would know.
yes,
Yeah.
the costuming in general, which I did watch it behind the scenes. I already mentioned that is also sick on this because you mentioned there's so many different ones that are like even deep cuts that they're wearing.
Yeah, was it this episode right before they?
Like
There's,
Luffy's wearing a
There's it's where it goes from like sunny to snow, raining, snow. Like
that was awesome.
Yeah, that was on their way to Whiskey Peak.
yeah, that's
Forgot
what I
about
thought.
that.
It was at the beginning. Yeah, as I thought that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, Nami keeps going in and out. She's like, "Can you believe this?"
Yeah.
I already saw a post that was like, I'm watching One Piece live action for the plot, and it was like the plot, and it was a picture of
I saw that.
Miss All Sunday, and then
Nami in the
her
bikini. Yeah. Yeah.
Which post time skip should be her regular outfit, but they seem to be playing with a lot of outfits, which is great because
Yeah.
otherwise they would all be wearing the same thing every single time we see them.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Which
they
is
have changed
how
it up.
cartoons normally work.
Yes.
But real life live action stuff doesn't.
Yeah.
Unless you're a superhero, and then you wear the same thing all the time.
You have to wear your suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into episode 4, Big Trouble in Little Garden. A new crew member joins as the ship reaches Little Garden, a verdant island where the crew faces enormous challenges.
By the way, I
New
love
crew members. I mean, sure, she's not really a crew member, but
right. She's just on there temporarily.
Yes, but-
I love the play on titles of all these.
Always.
Of all these episodes.
Yep.
It's cool.
Do you know you know that one? Big Trouble in Little China?
Big Trouble in Little China.
That's the name of the
That's
movie
the name
that
of the
it's
movie that they're
based on.
referencing this.
Oh no,
Big Trouble in Little
you were
Garden.
talking. I misunderstood what you said. I thought you were talking about the names of the islands, not the name of the episode.
No, the names they're calling these episodes, pretty much all of them are like play on other movie names.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, Prehistoric Island,
Little Garden.
Little Garden.
Garden.
That's fun.
It was cool. Yeah, the dinosaurs
Viking giants.
and giants. Yeah.
Giants. Loved the scene with Luffy up on the brontosaurus
Yes.
or whatever it was, like it, and just on top of it, and then he pulls what's her name up, the princess
So
up
cool.
there, and like that epitomizes like his like just want to have fun and enjoy
Yeah.
life in
Which
the
is what I was
moment.
talking about season 1.
Yeah, there's a lot more of that in season 1. Yeah, and but also I like that you start seeing because she's kind of questioning, and then Nami's kind of like, oh, don't worry about Luffy, don't underestimate
She
Luffy.
can't explain it, but
She's
when you
like-
see it, you'll see
Yeah,
it.
and like
You'll know.
you kind of see that pan out a little bit in this and next episode, like, and you kind of see him come through, but he's always he's got this naive, optimistic look on life that throws people off.
Yes.
As any good main character from an anime should.
And then also love Sanji and Zoro fighting the T-Rex,
Yeah.
which was hilarious because then they both swore that they were the ones that killed him.
Yep.
Their banter back and forth is
Good.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Legolas and Gimli are good. I mean, Sanji and Zoro
Essentially,
are a
yeah.
great duo.
Um,
The other thing I wrote down, or although I guess it's slightly later, but Mr. 3.
Love his hair.
Oh yeah, that was great. This is a famous actor too, which is cool to see him in this. But that's the other addition in this episode, right? Because obviously we see
well,
the
you
other
also
ones
have
as
Golden
too.
Week.
Oh,
Miss Golden Week. Well, I
That's
don't know,
right.
what is Golden Week? What is a Golden Week?
It's probably Japanese significant.
Yeah,
Probably.
like a Japanese.
that's
holiday.
right. That's what starts the. She paints on it, and they get
Yeah, they get all.
changing their
What is
emotions.
Golden Week in Japan? That's the
Yeah,
fill-in.
okay,
Okay.
so it's like a special.
Busiest and
holiday.
most anticipated holiday season, running from April 29th to
Oh,
May
so,
5th.
so
or
like Black
6th.
Friday, like our Black Friday.
It features 4 national holidays in 1 week, causing many businesses to close and triggering mass domestic travel. It is a peak time for tourism, festivals, and family visits, leading
Okay, so
to
not Black
crowded
Friday.
No, Black-
transportation and high accommodation pricing. Key components of Golden Week. Show a Day honors the birthday of former Emperor Showa. I got my glasses on.
It'd be essentially more closer to like Christmas and New Year's week.
Yeah,
Where, like, a lot of stuff shuts down and
There's like a lot of
A lot
stuff.
of travel.
And then Constitution Memorial Day celebrates the 1947 Constitution. And then Greenery Day, a day dedicated to appreciating nature. And Children's Day, celebrating the health and happiness of children, often marked by displaying.
So it'd be more
Cartridge.
like if we moved Earth Day and moved everything around 4th of July and like made it a whole week.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like like a bunch of things like that.
Yeah.
And then because all clumped together.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay.
There you go.
Well, just learn something though. The more you
Yeah,
know.
there's something new.
The more you know. Yeah.
It looks like it's a part of other Asian cultures as well. Just
It's not Western culture.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's pretty traditional to group them.
So
Yeah.
then we, as you said, we meet the giants,
Mhm.
and we get two different groups and meet them separately.
Yeah, Borean and Dorian.
Yep. These guys are fantastic
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and just hilarious and awesome.
How many years have they been fighting each other?
100 years.
100 years.
100. That's right.
It's an honor duel for 100 years.
I like at one point they were like, we don't even remember why we're fighting
Yep.
each other.
Yeah.
Then we get the Mr. 3 with his porcelain
Wax.
Wax.
That's what's wax. It's wax.
It's a cool effect. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it looks cool.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, jump back to, like, I mean, this is like, Usopp is a very scared
Mm-hmm.
individual. And then you'll also see, because we see some in the fight later, but, like, he's clumsily successful often.
Yeah.
If you remember seeing, like, the paint.
Yep.
Yeah. But he finally starts to, like, understand what a true warrior is. And this is, like, where he makes his, because it's like, before he says he wants to be a brave warrior of the sea, right? That's like his thing.
Yeah.
And so he gets to talk to some real brave warriors, and it's like he actually gets to start to internalize that. His character development takes so long for like him to like really become courageous. He's often very scared in every single fight,
But then
but
the
this
way
always
he,
calls back to him.
okay.
So-
But then the way he tells other people the stories,
Oh yeah, I mean
he's like,
he's the storyteller,
yeah,
storyteller of all time.
yeah,
Yeah, so they're with the giants. Then the giants have to go duel because it's time to go duel. This is kind of where everyone kind of comes back together. Some of them,
some of them are still under the spell,
Yeah.
or whatever of the
even more of them.
whatever they're drawing on there changes their emotion or whatever.
The paint, yes.
Miss Golden Week.
No, that was just on Zora at the time, right?
Nami.
Or Nami also already.
Nami,
had it.
yeah.
That's right.
Nami or before the end, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then they both wake up with the princess all captured inside the house, right?
Wax House is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she actually knows what it is because she's been secretly
with him.
with the Broke Works for a little while, so she knew of the paint, and then she was able to wipe it off of Nami. But is that in this episode or next episode? That's the problem. These two kind of
Yes, next episode.
I thought so.
That's,
Next
that's the
episode.
following episode. We actually end on them basically being captured and
Yeah.
Usopp running away
Mm-hmm.
or running off.
Yeah, so I thought, and then and of course Sanji's just like he goes back to the ship with
Yeah, he goes back to the
with
ship.
the T-Rex, and he's like, "Is anybody here?"
Nami. But thankfully, because Dorian, I believe,
Mhm.
smashed the barrel, he thinks something happened. So he's like, "Oh, I gotta go." Like it's like there's like some urgency to Sanji instead of him just waiting on the ship, even though it was completely platonic crushing of barrels and drinking ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then but we also the duel ends there, right? In this episode.
Yeah, the duel ends because
because the Mr. 5,
Mhm.
yeah, Mr. 5 and his put the explosive boogies in the ale,
I think
and then like one of the giants drinks it and explodes a little bit later in his stomach, and which throws him off, and then the other guy's able to stab him. So yeah, that very unfortunate, but kind of in there, and so we have lead into Episode 5, Wax On, Wax Off.
I mean, I know that movie reference.
See, that's interesting because that's not the name of the movie.
That's
that
not the-
one,
no.
but yeah, it's from a movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Straw Hats are captured by two artists, one who paints emotions and one who's determined to make them part of the most dangerous masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the crew is trapped. Mr. 3 has 3 of them trapped, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Zoro,
And then Zoro and
Nami, and
the princess. What is her
Princess.
name?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting her name.
Ivy, Livy.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I keep forgetting too. Um,
The highlight of this episode when we get there is what Sanji runs into.
well, yeah, I was going to say, so
That is the highlight for me.
Mm-hmm.
Sanji, well, so Sanji finds the little house, the house made out of wax.
Mhm.
Vivi.
Vivi?
Baby.
Okay, Vivi.
Okay.
And there's no one there. Then the phone rings
Yes.
and he talks to Mr. Zero, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is one.
Right. We kind of see him, but
you
not
see
really.
a bit of silhouette of him. But that's kind of funny. And then just as then, like the other, what's it,
Mr. 13.
is it 13? And there's
That's
two
what I
of them.
wrote
There's
down.
2 of them.
Miss Friday.
Yes.
I wrote down Miss Friday and Mr. 13. I don't know
believe
when
that's
they
what-
say it.
Yeah. But yeah, they show up dive bombing.
So is it a? I love this, but is it an otter or a seal with a machine gun riding a bird? I couldn't tell.
I don't know if I
mean,
know that. I
The
don't know
bird
if it-
has had the guns on it, right?
Yes,
And then,
but I think the thing riding it
yeah,
looked like an otter or
yeah, it
seal
looked
or
kinda
something like that.
it looked like an otter because otter has a little bit more of a fur than
Yes.
like a seal's pretty
That's right. Yeah.
pretty like
Yeah.
slick.
I would say it was probably an otter as
Yeah.
well, but I don't
Great.
know if it necessarily is
no, that's what-
an exact animal.
But yeah, this was pretty ridiculous.
no, but I love that they like because of like this is a prime example, and same with like the big thing going into season 2. I know is like, which we haven't met yet, but like how are they going to do Chopper? It's like these characters that are like seem like it's going to be so hard to do in live action, but like this thing, for instance, I'm assuming it's pretty similar to how it looks in the anime. At least like
Yeah.
they're staying pretty true to it.
Yeah.
How like crazy it looks. So I just love they're doing that. Like they're not trying to make it more, I don't know, realistic or more palatable for live action. Like they're sticking
Keeping
to
it cartoonish.
the ridiculousness. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so he fights these two and defeats them. That's a fun little action scene.
great,
And
yeah.
then like and then he ends up talking to Zero again at the end there, and
Mm-hmm.
and like but King Zero realizes he's not who he was thought he was talking to. And Zoro, like they're out there on the cake or whatever you want to call it. Looks like a
It
cake.
did look like a cake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a cake.
And he thinks he's going to chop his legs off to get out, but he can't even break the wax with his swords.
That's so funny how he just is like,
And then there's like the candles that are creating, slowly putting more wax on them to like cover
Mr.
them
Three's like, that's disgusting. He's like, don't do that. When he's like, I'll cut off my legs.
Yeah, it's literally like, that's disgusting. Don't do it.
Luffy's been missing most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is where, what the heck? Sanji shows up.
Yep.
And like, again, but he figured, like, at this point, like, it's not as much of an accident. Like, he kind of figures out that she can, like, the force from her weight could actually crack the wax.
Yeah.
And so he's like
Oh,
intentionally trying to get her to hit him.
That's right.
And so like he comes through to save his friends, and which, you know, breaks them free enough that then they can also fight. And
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, no. Sanji is quite the critical thinker,
Yeah.
unlike some people in the crew.
Yeah.
which also then I can't remember if this happens before or after that. It's after, and then he finds Luffy and helps free Luffy too, right before he goes into the water.
That's Usopp.
Yeah. Where
Yeah.
is Luffy?
You were talking about Sanji.
Oh, Sanji, yeah. No, that's Usopp, yeah.
Yeah.
I said Sanji. I was talking about Usopp. Usopp's the one that gets gets him free of the wax, too.
Does he?
he's the one
I
getting-
can't
Yeah,
remember.
it was. It wasn't Sanji. Sanji
Yeah.
was still over at the house.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. Again, I don't. Was it intentional?
yeah. He realizes that like
Or is it just an accident? And he's like, oh,
I think he definitely could tell
Okay.
that it was
Okay.
because he kept trying to get her to hit him, and he could tell because that was Watt.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was running around trying to get her to hit,
I just-
of course,
it's-
because he's making her mad. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's all you got," and she was like, "I can be
Yeah,
heavier."
That's right. I feel like there's so many times where it's like
No,
he
like later
accidentally-
when he saves Luffy and he's like slips
It's
and
been a full week since I watched it.
yeah.
It's like one of those things that's just like Usopp is notorious for accidentally doing successful things.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but also funny against Sanji, she kind of shows up and everything's taken care of for the most part.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah.
basically didn't.
I mean, he discovered things about Mr. Zero.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
True.
But other than that, yeah, he didn't do a lot other than capture or kill a T-Rex.
I'm trying to remember where is Luffy?
Luffy
Luffy's at the
gets
beach.
he's at the beach and she's playing dolls with
Right,
Mrs.
the
Golden
golden.
Week.
Yes,
Mhm.
right,
It's
because he
Golden
walks into the water.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a great moment.
He's gonna drown. Like
Yes.
she's basically set him up to drown, and
It's
then-
just crazy seeing him like that because of like it's so different than
Mhm.
what we know how his personality is and how positive he is, and then like she got him to
Yeah.
this point of how he feels.
Yeah. So it's one of those things later where when you see like Luffy get more consistent with like being serious,
Right.
but then just still is like always so cheerful and like goofy and silly or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's one of the only times you really get to see these kind of emotions come out of him. It's just like because it's forced onto him.
Right.
But yeah, then Usopp goes to save Luffy, and in the process accidentally defeats
Mhm. She is.
Golden Week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
She gets covered with all the emotions,
Mm-hmm.
and then and then Luffy goes after Mr. 3,
That was cool.
and then
Seeing all the doubles.
yeah,
Mr.
and then-
3?
Yep, and then
Mm-hmm.
but then eventually chase him down to the cave, and then is able to basically defeat the wax with the wax,
Yep.
which is again like I think one thing that with all these powers still they come up with a smart way to defeat the powers
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, which because like
Yeah.
it would be very
I mean,
easy
you
to
have
get
to.
but it would be very
come
easy
up
to
with
get
ways to-
like where it's be like, oh, okay, I roll, you defeated this. And I feel like in season 1,
I mean,
Are you saying in the future that happens? Okay.
So,
Well, I mean,
sometimes it gets a little questionable.
I'm sure, and and there's been some a little bit, but like
Mm-hmm.
I think all in all, it's balanced well enough that like you're like,
It is.
oh, okay, that was cool. Like
Yeah.
you figured something
Like,
out that
I don't think it's
that makes sense.
none
Yes.
of it's ever out of proportion to the point where like you're like, oh, that makes no sense. Like, oh, that was a cop out. Like, I don't think they ever feel like a direct cop out. Like, just like like Star Wars, but there's like questionable things that people do
Yeah.
where it's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, not all of them can be perfect, I guess. But
Yeah.
but I think in general they do a good job of
Well, and
that.
especially the amount of episodes they're at now. Like it's like it can't all be.
Because I mean, like as a viewer watching it and not knowing any more about the broader the world and what I've watched in the live action,
Yeah.
like the wax thing of like, if like, well, if you can't break with a sword, like, what are we gonna do, right?
yeah, wax with wax.
And then when the Force cracked it, I was like, okay, so it is breakable. It's just like you have to use the right, and then the obviously the wax itself is strong enough to defeat the wax. So yeah, it was it worked.
Yeah, that's cool.
Anything else before they leave? And then there's just like the crazy thing at the end.
I mean, Dorian and Borean, they're both alive, both
Yeah.
good and
Yeah.
good and well, and they
Yeah.
aren't gonna duel anymore.
Yes.
They give up the duel.
Yeah. Yes. And then they both use their weapons to save the ship as it leaves.
Yep.
To destroy the giant fish that just
The
comes
giant
out
sea
of
monster. Yep.
Oh wow. Yeah, that giant thing. Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah. But then as soon as they did that, then they start arguing again.
Well, yeah, because they're like, oh, I saved our friends, and then they was like, no,
He's
I
like,
saved
"No, I
our
did."
friends,
Yep.
and then they're like,
Great.
the battle must continue.
Yep.
So.
Back at it.
Yep. Cool. But yeah, so I mean, you kind of know, I guess, but where do you think things are going after this?
Well,
Well, the ending is with Nami.
also, yeah. You
Oh,
missed the most
right.
important part.
I forgot.
That's like
Which is why
the
we
final
do-
thing.
We ended the episodes here and
Yes.
didn't do episode to episode next
Yeah,
week.
yeah. So
Yes.
I completely forgot. Yeah, Nami.
That's the final thing. Yes.
is not feeling well. She's gonna go to bed,
Yeah.
and then she passes out on the deck
Yes.
of the ship. That's where you leave it.
Yep.
So what the heck?
What the heck?
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know.
She
Because we
disease on the
no, we haven't seen anything else. All we saw is obviously she was affected by the paint, but like that's gone. So it's like
Yeah,
we
that
didn't
guy-
see anything else.
I mean, she was
Not that we know of
inhaled a
that,
bunch
but-
of wax, but
Could just be sick.
yeah.
Might not be anything, like from anything specific. It could just be, the grand lines messing with her a little bit, or immune system. I don't know. But she could just be sick.
I mean, she was
technically
she was in a bikini out in a
I
snowstorm.
was gonna say she was in,
Well, I
she
mean,
just went
yeah.
through a lot of different
Hey,
seasons.
If anime's told me anything, if you're ever out in the cold, you get a fever. So
that's
out in the rain.
what your grandmother would
You
say,
could
right?
say,
Yeah, put
yeah.
a jacket on.
the common trope.
Yeah.
Um,
So, and then they did get another log line, right?
Yeah,
Or log line, log
log pose.
post, log post, post, post,
Log pose.
pose,
Pose.
log pose. Okay.
Did they say though where they're going next? I can't remember if they did at the end
Yeah,
of
but
the episode.
remember, yeah, he found because Sanji's the one that got the log pose.
Yeah, you found one that was already
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
it's reset. You don't know where it's going
yeah. Okay, I didn't think we.
because it can pick from multiple islands.
Okay,
Okay.
but it's different than the one she already had because she already had one that would do that.
What do you mean?
That would take him to another island. Just
Oh well, it wasn't reset yet because the thing is about I don't know. Did they not explain in the live action? If I remember correctly, Little Garden, the time works differently there, and so it was gonna take like forever
I
for
think
it.
they
To,
did
might have made
mention-
a side like a little quick
Yeah,
aside,
yeah.
but it didn't register
they
with me. But I
mentioned,
see
yeah.
what you did.
like everything lives longer there, and so like the times I feel like it was supposed to be like 10 years or something before or something like that, where it was
Gotcha.
gonna actually reset.
Gotcha. So that's what
Okay.
why that one was important,
Yeah.
and that makes sense. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Where do you think it's going?
I don't know. I mean, like that's the beauty and the challenge of like the these island things is like
Yeah, it's cool.
you don't really
And like you said, you can just stay on
allows
it.
them to do
Yeah.
like these little like side stories.
A lot of creative freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which also means it's hard to predict what the heck's going to be next.
Yeah.
Like I would have never before this predicted, prehistoric island. Yeah, that's sure. I'm sure that's what's going to happen. so,
I know.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
who knows? Who knows?
Welcome to the Grand Line.
Yeah.
So we have 3 more episodes. We're covering
We're covering 2 more,
6 and 7.
6 and 7 next week.
Yeah.
And then
And
the
And the
finale the week after. Yeah. So what do you guys think? You out there that's listening or watching, how you feel about these 3 episodes and, the live action versions and, or agree with anything we said or disagree with anything we said, let us know. So email at feedback@screentimepod.com or leave a comment or DM and we will discuss that next week. If you don't already, please do like, subscribe, follow Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Yes.
All Screen Time Pod. And if you like, you can follow each of us on Instagram. I'm at JYoungBar.
I'm at Jared Youngbar.
I'm at Lucas Youngbar.
All right. And we will catch you guys next time.